today, today, um, um, today I'm gonna color this. It's an owl. It's a pretty owl. If I would have kept my power and not having it taken away from me by by men, I bet I could have been like Meredith Grey. I bet I could have been like Meredith Grey when it comes to being a doctor. If I would have had the nepotism and the correct organization of protection, my intelligence um, would have been kept guarded and sacred, and I would have been the best doctor in the world.
Yay! Oh, why, hello.
Hi, sorry.
I'm sorry that it's been so insane today. I wanted to be with you multiple times today.
No worries. I'm on live. My friends are gonna come on live soon.
So let me just give these directions, and then I'm gonna put a sign on the door that you're having a
Fun day.
You're having a fun meeting.
Yeah.
And I'll get rid of these trays for you too.
Thank you so much. The first color I started off with green, because green is a grounding color. Of course, when you go out into earth, you're grounding yourself. But from a child's mind's perspective, green has the ability to ground the child's soul energy without having to go outside. So that's why we use green first. So far, so good. Still have a lot to do. I chose a lighter green to kind of match the trees outside. They're kind of light green. So it's more of a mimic of different colors. Yes.
I'll put a sign on the door. Do not disturb until.
Okay. Thank you. Have to take a break to take your medicine because you have to be healthy. And a chaplain lady came in. The chaplain lady came in to give me the crayons and the color pencils. And you know that song by Pusha T? He goes, Shatan la mañana, este fuego que yo orozco, este fuego que yo Shatan la mañana, Santaria. Anyway, what was I saying? I forget sometimes. So when I got really sad today. When I get really sad in my energy, I revert back to when I was a child from a childlike perspective in order to gain momentum and control of my lower self, because my lower self has a tendency of escaping reality quickly. So I have to be very much like the mother in control of the situation. And the only way a mother can actually be in control is know that she doesn't have control and allow the children to know that they're just supported. Your lower self is supported by the higher self, giving it little tasks to do. And I had a dream. I had a dream last night or during the day today. The next color I'm going to do is royal purple. I'm doing royal purple for the eyebrows because I want the purple to be above the head, because when a purple is above the head, it links you to royalty. So if you really need help, you just use purple or color purple, and it will help you to gain your royal status back over time. This is why painters are so important. Purple is a very important color within the wheel. This is a dark purple too, so it's really pretty. Really pretty purple color. So, mental health is just as important as physical health. Mental health is just as important as spiritual health. It's all important. But in my dream, I had a group of people, of friends. Anyway, long story short, I was giving birth in my dreams. Again, there's milk coming out of my breast, which it always does, but this time it really was coming out. And I was pregnant. But someone said, "How are you pregnant?" I said, "How are you pregnant? Was it with my husband?" And I was like, I've been a virgin for 2 years. I haven't touched a person like that in 2 years, maybe longer. And I was like, I don't mess with other people's persons in the physical realm. They knew the oath that they took, and it's their responsibility to take care of their wife. It's their responsibility to do that. Not my responsibility to stand up and say, hey, you know what you're supposed to be doing? This is your job, though. When I come to this physical world, you're supposed to hand me what I need in order to succeed and move forward. Not act like I'm a stranger, like I don't exist, and then just say to everybody else, this is just the path that you took. This is the path that she took. You can't do anything. This is the path that she took. That's not true. That's not correct information, by the way. The path that I took was supposed to provide long-term comfortability for me, because that's how I set it up. That when I was done with my spiritual work, that I had put all my investments within the masculine, within my masculines, and that they would step up for me and redefine the world. But they get so comfortable inside of another vagina that they just forget. They get so wrapped up in time that I'm just left all to do this to my own devices. And I was like, I gave away so much power. I gave away so much power in order to find this investment to be fruitful. You know, what can one person do with all that power? It's best to spread it around to people who understand it, the teachings and the lessons and all that. It's best to, right? Next color is going to be yellow because I need a little bit of happiness in my situation. Not bright enough. Pop of orange will help to see the positivity in the situation instead of focusing on the negativity. A pop of orange. So far, beautiful, right? And I don't want to see the negative in the situation. I want to see the positive. So orange will help me get there. Orange is a beautiful color. It's unique. That's why nothing rhymes with orange. The only person I know who could rhyme something with orange is Eminem. He's really good at it. So, yeah, it's just difficult to be in this arena of suffrage after this long of a time. It's like even Jesus had his trial date where they sentenced him to hang on a cross. Me, I just have to hang on to a dialysis machine for what? Some years. Can't blame anybody but myself, though. I had the ability to heal myself, you know? What did I go and do? What did I go and do? Eat Taco Bell? Not take my medicine? Eat Taco Bell? Not take my medicine? Think I'm invincible? Think I'm invincible? For a second, I believed I was there. For a second, I thought I was special. Pink, my favorite color. It's to balance heart chakra. Find a competition with that orange. Find a competition with the orange to create a shadow effect. Makes it look like the orange and the pink are whole, like they're meant to be there. They're meant to be together. Like watermelon, red and green. Paint all the pyramids pink. Paint the pyramids pink. Cause they all spy down here. Can I sleep from fear? Which way do I turn? Oh, I forget everything I learned. When the spies came out of the water. And you're feeling so bad, 'cause you know. And the eyes hang out every corner. You can't touch them, no. Oh, spine. The only thing I worry about is how am I gonna get them all sharpened back? Show me the right way. See, the owl's talking now that I'm giving the owl color. He's talking clearly. I hear prayers, lots of prayers. And I have another question. How come I can't be sad? Say I'm sad when I'm sad because it'll hurt people's feelings. It'll hurt masculine's feelings because I speak what I feel. That's how I feel. Why would I change it because oh I'm so sad it might hurt your feelings? No. I'm still going to talk about my feelings, even if it hurts yours. I'm addressing my feelings for myself. So you should address yours for yourself. I shouldn't be your coddler. You know how many times I coddled the masculine identity within the feminine womb? Because they were so nervous or scared, or because they wanted to be coddled like a baby. Because they're so used to being a warrior, and they just want their mother. That's what they wanted, their mom to cuddle them. Who cuddles the mom? Who cuddles the mom? Who when mom and dad play house, who's their dad? They're gonna catch you. It's like, yes, all of the dreams can come and present itself. As fiction, as a story, as a coded message, as coded word. But at the end of all of this shit, at the end of this human experience, I want to know one thing. Why does it have to be so hard? Why does the human experience have to be a difficult one? Why can't it just be joyous and smooth sailing? At least from my own perspective. It's like who gives the people who are orphans the loopholes to get through society? What if they didn't have such a high level of intelligence? So their coping mechanisms wouldn't have stuck, because their coping mechanism is based on limited availability of identity. You can't pull from your father and your mother's lineage if you don't know them. You can't pull from their strength and their ancestors if you don't know them. But how would you even know? Because what they're doing is programming the foster kids into all the religion bases that they go to, so they don't have a firm identity of God either. Imagine not having the firm identity of yourself, not having a foundation of God, trust in the spirit, and on top of that, being a wild fucking beast. Most children who are orphans grow up with a sense of non-empowerment and like a missing core center of not just identity, but survival. 90% of what they do now is just to get through and survive. And they take that everywhere they go. It's like if you've always had to have your bags packed because your father was in the CIA or something like that. You always have to have your bags packed, ready to go. And soon to Bethlehem, it slows the men. Mr. Carter, good look at you. So if a child grows up where they're always packing and leaving, they become bad. They become more baggage because what comes from the physical sense of identity goes into the spiritual sense of identity. So if you're always packing your bags, that means you have a lot of baggage. Every time you pack your bags, you accumulate a spiritual amount of whatever you're taking with you, right? Everything that you take with you is a metaphysical representation of your necessities. What is a necessity for you to survive wherever you're going? It'd be great if they had like really cool bags that look like you're going on an airplane. But 90% of the time, it's a black plastic bag or a white plastic bag, showing them that they're garbage, and everything that they have and own is garbage. They don't address the psychological needs of children who have such beautiful, complex stories attached to their birth. And I believe addressing that core identity issue at a young age within the foster care system, even adoption, if you actually address the concerns, not just from a I'm a therapist, da 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 da. I'm gonna help you, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna robot you, turn you into someone who's a productive member of society. But instead, listening, listening, not having to solve the problem of the youth, but allowing the venting to be a part of who they are. The venting, they've been told to shut up so much that their internal organs and their uh, other forms of their self begin to shut down because their identity is shutting down because you're shutting down their voice. Your your throat chakra is one of the most important chakras that you have. That core center of who you are is how you express your art, your light, your joy, your pain. And imagine having someone taking that from you and not able to voice your frustrations or your cares and saying, "Oh, everything's fine." But even if you untag that from the orphan perspective and you tag it into the society where they applaud they applaud bad behavior by keeping it silent and paying it off. You know, that is even worse. That is even worse. That's even worse to me. In my eye. So they praise a society of overthinkers who underperform in the tasks of defining who they are. Just because you label yourself, when you label yourself, you are saying my personality is Z. My personality is Serafina, Sarah Joe, my personality is. So this is why I always was like, when you get older, if you choose to change your name, and because you've changed your personality, that should be a right for you. That should be a right to change your name within any society. It should be a right to change yourself into what you identify as within reason, staying out from insanity. Okay? Or just tell me about your day. How pretty. And here I go on my platform that has existed before time existed, shouting out people and men who don't even give me a time of fucking day. Like, what's the point of choosing Thoth in the dark because Thoth is a light bringer? He's supposed to bring the information into the light. It makes me think of false prophets. Makes me think of false prophets because if it were in my context and my understanding, I would have spoken up. I don't care who told me, hey, it's about her journey. No, I would have found my way to bring my voice to the light so that she knows, so that the divine feminine knows that the masculine is within the walls, within the halls of a menti. Menti can be death. Death is the only way that you can hear. But everyone gets caught up in this stupid illusion. 95% of those waving, screaming fans are me. I'm the one who forces them to go to the concert so I can get the energy. I'm the one who forces them to watch the television show so that I can tell them a message. But y'all don't see it that way. Y'all see it as a great, oh my gosh, they're in love with me. Yeah. Since you want the praise of a robot, you'll get the praise of a robot, all right. You get the praise of a robot, all right. That's what you want. Even my favorite Snoopy. That's my favorite creation. One of my favorite creations was Anubis. I created his identity in the darkness, and it was just me and him for a long time. It was just me and him in the dog star, chilling, smoking, hanging out. I remember that. I remember all the way back to Pleiades. I remember all the way back to all points in the construct of this emotional timeline. So Even my own Snoopy forgets me. My own Snoopy. He was so loyal and always there for me. And he just loses memory. Settles down. Everyone settles with their own fucking life. Giving a shit. Cherish for life. I want you to want me to. Even Kendrick. We met first time at a track meet. I was at a track meet in high school. And I heard this voice from under the bleachers. Psst, 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 hey. And I was like, hey, what you doing under there, weirdo? Hey, I have a problem. I need your help fixing it. Oh, okay, I'll help fix your problem. Uh, you gotta pause time though. And that that means dimes. That means you have to have money. You have to have spiritual linked money in your account in order for you to pause time to be helped out of a situation. You can create all the rap lyrics in one um, in one session by tapping into the childlike mind and allowing them to be the wheel. You know the wheel that I'm talking about, the that you make gold, the Spinderella lady made gold on the wheel. They have to be the needle in order to sew up the information that's dispelling and dispersing from their childlike mind, which only their mother can tap into. Only the mama can tap into. At least for the ones that were divinely created. But to each his own. I'm used to being invisible to people. Why would it change? Because of the stories I tell that I remember. I just listen to this. Show me the right way to go. So yeah, here we are so far. Here we are so far. I'm putting orange at the crown to resettle the light within the crown. It's a deeper color. Do we? We never change, do we? And I've said it too. I said to the masculine identities, I said, I need help. I need help. And I said it clearly, communicatively. That was my code word. That was my code word. I need help. And it was supposed to be where I helped you in the darkness, that you helped me in the light. And not sneakily, hey, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help. Tell me, what do you need? Well, I see a major cataclysm happening in the South. And I need to pinpoint this so that I can figure it out. But I can't figure it out because I'm sitting here in the hospital in a sad mood. Sad mood means I can't get the shit done that needs to be done. So there's more disasters. I think this is why Jesus or God kicked the people out of the heavens. Shit, I kicked them out. I kicked them out. You don't have courage to speak up and claim that title, then you need to sit down and shut up. You don't need to be within the feminine identity doing anything. You need to sit down and shut your mouth. That's it. Because obviously you can't take the pressure nor the energy that comes from the pressure. And I'm not going to regret what I'm saying because it's all scripted. And this is what the goddesses are saying inside of me that I need to point out. So I don't care. I don't care how mad they get. That's on them. Their bullshit is on them. I confirmed what needed to be done. And yet, not being done. And I'm very disappointed in Andrew. Very disappointed. I don't even want to listen to the music. Absolutely disappointed in Andrew. Also thinking of dropping him from the roster. See how many presents you guys give to the earth than Santa Claus. I'm taking myself out of this energy of giving from a spiritual standpoint. And I'm going to just give to myself, since that seems to be the main of what everyone wants to do, is give to themselves. I give you enough to give to everyone, and you still just give to yourself. Say, oh, it's okay, it's spiritual, it's not real. So, was it not the husbands that brought him up amongst the demise of the heaven? Think about it from their perspective. Was it not them that brought down the heavens by allowing the toxic masculinity energy to seep within the feminine and destroy her temples, destroy her art, destroy everything that she's created? I've created a lot of energies, but it really sucks. Really fucking mad that the energies that I deem my husband energies, I say, get your house in order. Get your house in order. They're out frolicking, getting married to the women of the land without understanding their duty. When you work it, all I want to do is get they rocks off and they dicks up and have enough feminine energy to live comfortably, forgetting their oath. It's like 1/3 of the angels. 1/3 of the angels just gone. You want to worship fame? You worship fame. You'll worship fame within the AI technology, and that's where you'll live for all eternity. For all eternity. You want to worship the feminine, energies that gyrate on the stage and gather your eye. Use all my money, all my spiritual money, to pay for the hoes, to pay for the ritual women, for the women to ritualize the women, so you don't have to go through me. So I'm hurting you. You're hurting me. Hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. I'm just a kid. No more, Hosier. I'm done. Over it. I'm over it. I've said my piece. I've done my shit. You don't listen. You're in your own world, so stay there. Leave me the fuck alone. I'll go back to Marvin Gaye. So 99% of you guys got your energy from Marvin Gaye. just a child lashing out, right? Like all of the children do. It's like, why do you lay down with female energies? Why do you lay down with them and then create spiritual babies and put them on my lap and my breast so that you could rule the world and conquer the world? It's like you see a feminine from afar, you're like, oh, she's beautiful, she's great, she's all of this. No restraint, just spiritually. And already, you don't even know if that person is a likable person. You're already just in there. It's like, I thought you were supposed to learn in this lifetime restraint. I thought you were supposed to learn restraint. Learn some sort of characteristic to be an honorable man. Only thing honorable I see within this energy. Only honorable thing I see within this is the children that are coming out of this union. These false unions. At one point in time, they were considered abominations. You weren't supposed, if you had the genealogy of Thoth, you wasn't supposed to procreate with any feminine besides the mother. And here y'all go online. These my kids. These mine. I'm just doing the owl head today. I'm tired. Yeah, that's crazy. Because at a certain point in time, you weren't allowed, if you were made it to Thoth status, you weren't allowed to procreate with any other feminine besides the mother. Who cares? What's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? I want to go help that lady because she's screaming and it's pretty scary. I don't want to listen to no more Hosier. Exhausted. I've exhausted the song list. It's over. I realized it. My search is over. And this could be coming from a place of bitter resentment. In my hero stage, I made it to the stage of Hera. I just wish that they wouldn't have took my power then, and I would have been on my Meredith Grey, and I wouldn't have had to share it with anybody, and I would have made the best doctor in the whole world instead of taking on all the darkness. What if I was actually able to take on the light? But I come from the dark, so. I mean, like, why would I think anyone who's made it to fame status would give a fuck? Not about me, but about the oath that was taken. Why would I think that? You don't think that that's the only one that was the money and the fame and the girls and shit? And the diamond. So I set it up as a trap. It's a trap. And they just went a dig and got their gold and ran. Got what they needed and left. This is what you told us to do. What you told us to do is what you told us to do. Alright, motherfucking captain. If I told you to do it, you gonna do it. Where's your own backbone? Where's your backbone? Dying up here in the hospital, taking all my blood and cycling it through a machine. My husband would never allow that. My husband would have found a cure already and presented it to me. My husband would. He would have used all of that money and that effort and that time to have cured diabetes already. To have cured the diseases that are plaguing the United States already, or all over the globe. He would have found a way already to find the spiritual and physical connection and link the bridge. Tomorrow I'll look on the positive side and I'll probably apologize for the things that I've said. But in this moment, I don't give a fuck. I'm still sad. I'm still upset. Whether it be on the journey's path or not, I'm still upset. My brother cares. Zuri's, he cares enough to give me a kidney. He cares enough about me to give me a kidney. I programmed his daughter for her. Before he even knew he was going to have a girl, he said, I want a girl and I want her to be born around your birthday. So I did. Coded it. Beautiful. Perfect. Beautiful chocolate. She's going to be smart as a motherfucking whip. She's going to be programmed to have what I didn't have. The protection to be a doctor, to be a lawyer, to be something good. Not saying a lawyer is good, because I don't believe that. I don't believe that shit. Shout out to Julian. I forgot his last name, but he's in our family. He was in my dream. Julian, the last name started with C. I don't know. And on top of that, I'm going to turn off my receivers. By the end of tonight, I'm going to shut off my receivers. And I'm going to put my defensive line up. And put my defensive line up. And guard my dreams and my hopes for myself. I don't need a husband. I don't need husbands. I don't need them. There's no use. They're just holding the sky up. But I'm none. I'm new. I can hold the sky by myself now. That just means I'll die. It sucks, but blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. As much as God is mighty, God is wrathful and destructive. Not when I don't get what I want, but when I don't see progress and suffrage. I've been suffering for a long time. Past 1960s, past the birth of Christ, past that. I've been suffering. That's billions, millions of years in order to create a diamond. Diamond. It's a hoax. It's a faux diamond. It's fake diamond.